Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. Today, I will be reading from the r/Entitled People subreddit 3 light-hearted stories for a little change of pace, all with some very oh-so-satisfying karma though. So let's jump into it, shall we? The emergency boob job. Got a 911 call for a generally unwell patient. I'm a medic. Last night, just before midnight, showed up on scene to find a woman with a suitcase packed, waiting for me on her couch. She was in no distress, vitals were normal, and she asked me if we could skip the questioning, as in my assessment, and just head for the hospital. She stated she was in a rush. I'm paraphrasing, but here's the gist of it. Okay? So I tell her that's not possible and begin my questioning. Why did you call us out tonight, ma'am? Well, I'm having an emergency procedure done next week, and my doctor won't clear me to have surgery. Oh, okay. So what kind of symptoms are you having? I'm not having symptoms. I just need clearance for my procedure. Ma'am, you called 911. We don't give clearance for surgical procedures. No, it's fine. I just need an echocardiogram, and they can do it at the hospital. No, ma'am, that's not how it works at all. Do you have an emergency? I just told you, it's an emergency procedure, and I can't get an appointment with my doctor for at least 2 weeks. What kind of procedure are you having? It's for my breasts. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. Is it cancer? No, I'm getting them done. You're getting them done? Yes, I leave for my vacation in a month, and I can't be in pain at that time. So at nearly midnight, this entitled woman took up the time of one EMT, one paramedic, and an entire engine's worth of firefighter/medics who promptly left when they heard her chief complaint because she believed her boob job was an emergency. Normally I'd be required to transport her since she insisted she needed to go to the ER, but because of COVID, I'm now allowed to make decisions about who will be transported. Normally, I get very stressed that I might make the wrong decision, and I ERR on the side of caution. This was not one of the situations. Stop abusing the 911 system, you entitled bitch. Wow, that woman is a total bimbo. I can't believe so many people abuse 911 like this. I'm pretty sure where I'm from, it's illegal and you will get fined if you pulled something like this. But regardless, the comment thread on this story is absolutely glorious, with other people telling their experiences with 911 misuse. So I'm going to read a couple because I couldn't believe the stupidity, and I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of some of these too. Not my shift, but my old firehouse got a public service call one evening, punched out an engine to a residence to find a fat lady who dropped the remote. That was it. She dropped the remote and couldn't pick it up. Remote was still on the floor when the guys left. People are unreal. Woman across the street from me called 911 to move her couch. She was screaming at them when they wouldn't move it. The next day, they're back. This time, they moved the couch off her leg, but not where she wanted it. More screaming. A couple days later, yep, she was hoping for third time is the charm. She left in a police cruiser. It's been a couple years, and she hasn't called 911 again. The girl who cried couch. That's good. Burglar calls the cops because the homeowner wasn't doing things right. This story is actually narrated to me by a friend of mine and is a quick tale about how she turned the tables on a home invader. At the time this happened, my friend was raising her child by herself in a suburb in Texas. The area they lived in wasn't particularly safe with wild beasties of both human and animal kinds, so friend armed herself with a small pistol and took some gun safety classes to protect her small family. The years go by, child is now 5, and there was a series of break-ins in the neighborhood, so friend hired a security company to install security cameras around her home. One day while reviewing footage, friend noticed a strange man lurking around the house. He seemed to wander around a bit and then wandered away, so friend shrugged and carried on with her day. Nothing to worry about, right? Turns out, she was wrong. A few days later, friend was working in her home office and saw the same guy walking down her driveway, opened the gate, and entered her backyard. Friend realized the kitchen door was open. Child was playing in the living room. Friend grabbed her gun from her purse and ran to the kitchen and got there as the guy calmly walks through her back door. The guy sauntered in and looked around the room to see friend standing there with her gun pointed at him. Guy froze. "Who the fuck are you and why are you in my house?" The guy gulped, grabbed his phone, and dialed 911. "Help! I'm standing in this kitchen and some crazy bitch has a gun pointed at me." Friend was stunned, but didn't put her gun down while calmly telling the child to go play in their room, then stood there, not moving while staring down the guy, who refused to leave. "You are gonna get it when the cops show up, bitch. You are in my house. Get the fuck out." Guy actually stayed standing there until the police came into the kitchen. The guy saw the cops and started screaming, "Arrest her! She's crazy! Look, she has a gun on me!" Friend put down her gun and started shaking. "This is my house! You broke in!" The cop stopped and stared, looked at the guy. "You broke in?" "Well, her door was open, and then she pulled a gun on me." "That's not how it works. Arrest her for having a gun." "I have a license, and this is Texas, you idiot." Cops arrested the guy, who was still howling how friend didn't do it right. Apparently she wasn't a proper victim. LMAO. Friend gave the cops a copy of the video of him sniffing around earlier in the week. She never heard anything back from them, so she figured he went to jail. Did OP's friend get burgled by a Canadian? I imagine the Canadian burglar was trying to rob the house with bear spray as a weapon, and then was shocked when OP had a gun. I say this, of course, as a Canadian, and even I know that robbing a Texan's house is a terrible idea. Girl pretended to have poor eyesight. Got my brother with macular degeneration sent to the back of the class. This is a more lighthearted, nostalgic post compared to others, but it made me grin. So last week I was gaming with my high school aged brother. I am a junior in college, and he told me at school an annoying girl asked if she could have his spot. They have assigned seating so that she could sit and talk with her friends. He told her no and to go back to her seat. She started loudly complaining and told the teacher my brother was being unfair because she had poor eyesight and needed to sit closer. The teacher, not wanting to cause a problem, obliged, and my brother got sent to the back of the class. She spent the whole time talking with her friends and causing a lot of disturbances. That pissed me off a lot, considering how incredibly bad my brother's eyesight actually is, and that she lied and was acting very entitled. I told him a bunch of things he should say if she tried anything again, and he said he'd just ask his teacher to feel how thick his glasses are. Luckily, this didn't have to happen because today we were talking and he very smugly told me that they reassigned seating today, and the teacher put the girl at the table with all of her friends. My brother thankfully got a spot near the front of the class, and when the teacher finished his seating chart, he remarked, "Oh, girl's name, you have bad eyesight, right? Why don't we move you up here to the front of the class?" Perfect karma. Well played, teacher. Well played. I love this story because we've all been there. As a kid, when you do these schemes, you think you're so smart and clever, but likely your teacher has been teaching for a long time and has seen it all and can and will play the game 10 times better than your dumb high school ass. It totally applies with your parents too. Then when you get older and you realize you weren't as smart as you thought you were, you look back and cringe at your younger self and all the embarrassing things you did, and it keeps you up at night. No, just me? Okay, but anyways, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed those 3 entitled people stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!